Greetings, Koopalings! How are you? It's Donnie here again from PlaySomeVideoGames.com with another audio review. Surprisingly, you guys seem to like the last one, so I'm here with another one, and I want to talk about a game that I bought about a month ago. I've been playing my Nintendo Switch, and it's called Implosion. Implosion is a $12 game. It released on July 6th. It's from Rayark, and it began as a mobile game. It was on iOS and Android, and made its way over to the Nintendo Switch, just like Oceanhorn and Voez did. I played Oceanhorn, I haven't played Voez, but it's something we could see as a trend, you know, these mobile games coming over. I mean, the Switch is a tablet. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think it could be a good thing, as long as some concessions are made. You know, I don't want to see things like microtransactions or in-game ads and stuff on my Nintendo Switch. And hopefully Nintendo doesn't either. But some of these games are pretty good, and I'm actually happy to report that I think Implosion's one of them. So what is Implosion? Well, Implosion is a sci-fi hack-and-slash game that you take control of like these Gundam mech suits, and you fight them against these aliens named the Zeta. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of playing like an old school like Metal Gear Solid or like a Devil May Cry game. I mean, it's like hack and slash, button masher. It plays from a top-down view, but it's kind of like that Metal Gear where it's like it's kind of at an angle, so it's not right on top. You know, it's kind of like a 45-degree angle. As hack and slash games go, I mean, this one's simple. It's very simple. There's a heavy attack and a light attack, and you're dropped into an area and you beat up on a bunch of enemies until the area is clear, and you can chain together different combinations. And then once you've cleared the level, you'll either encounter a boss battle or you'll move on to the next level. In between levels, there are cutscenes, which look really good. I mean, they're fantastic looking. These cutscenes, animations, even the voice acting is fairly good. Definitely something to pay attention to. You won't be like skipping your way through it, although I will admit the story isn't like, you know, this is a standard story. The story's not like groundbreaking or anything like that. It's not going to change the world. Pretty simple stuff. Also, in between levels, you can upgrade your suit. So as you slice and dice your way through the levels, you earn credits, which you can use to buy power-ups and upgrades. You can change these upgrades on your suit at like different levels. I think there's 5 or 6 different ones you can carry at one time, which is kind of neat for any RPG players out there. I mean, there's stats and stuff that you can really get into. To be 100% honest with you, I didn't mess with it much after like my first couple hours with the game. So maybe like my first 5 hours, every level I would stop and check and, you know, see which one was better and whatnot. But none of them that I found really changed the way I played the game. The dash one, you know, added something quite a bit, but outside of that, it was pretty standard fare. So I, you know, towards the end of the game, I think my second half of playing through the campaign, which I did finish this weekend, I don't think I stopped to change anything in the second half of the game. I just kind of left my standard suit as it was and kept playing through it. Anyway, long story short, it's a good game. It looks really good. And I say that knowing that's like a mobile game. It looks like a really good mobile game. Like, I'm sure this is probably, I didn't look up reviews for the mobile title, but it's probably one of the better looking mobile games I've ever seen if it looks like it does on Switch. I mean, that said, it looks like a PlayStation 2 game, you know, with like really nice colors and bright, you know, like neon stuff. But I mean, it still looks good. It's definitely something you'll enjoy watching. At $12, it's one of the better games I've played on Switch when you think about value-wise. There's a lot to get down to it. My son has been playing it with me. He also enjoys playing with it. Some of the bosses are actually fairly challenging. You'll get quite a bit. And there's even a bonus mode at the end of the game that you can run through. I checked it out as soon as I got it, and then outside of that first time, I didn't finish it. I don't know if I will. I've been playing other things. I feel like it's time to move on. And that's really what I want to say about Implosion. As a whole, this is a really great option for you if you have a Switch and you feel bored with the games that you've bought. If you're looking for something to give you a week or two of fun, you know, I think I beat the game in like 11 hours. I don't really keep track of my time outside of the profile stats. I've played the game overall almost 20 hours, I believe. I think it was about 10 or so hours I beat the main campaign, and then my son's been playing a bit. So, I mean, there's some game here. For $12, you're getting, like, pretty good game per hour for $1. I gotta say that, you know, it should be up there with Graceful Explosion Machine or Spectre Knight or Ocean Horn or something like that. So it's a good choice for the money if you're looking for something different. Just don't expect like some intriguing, on the edge of your seat storyline or narrative, and don't expect, you know, Bayonetta levels of action on the screen. If you go into it with the right mindset, I think you'll be fairly impressed. And while Nintendo may have overlooked Implosion, you know, like on its weekly releases, this is a game you probably shouldn't. You should definitely give it a try. Go look up some Let's Plays. So that's my review. In total, I'm going to score the game 75. And I know folks always hear like, that's not a good score. 75 is a good score. I mean, it's a simple game. It's on the simple end. It's a budget game. So 75 is what I'm going to give it. I think it's really good. I think it's worth the money. The value proposition here is really what props up the score. You know, if this was $30, I wouldn't advise getting it. But for $12, you can't beat it. It's pretty good. So definitely give it a try. If you hate it and you hate my opinion, let me know. You can find me on Twitter at PlayNintendo, and come chat with the entire team over on Twitter at PSVG. Come visit the blog, playsomevideogames.com. We have a Discord banner right there on the homepage. You can click, you can come chat with us all day long. Thank you very much for tuning in, and remember, boys and girls, as always, never stop